everyone. Today we're not going to be playing. I'm actually going to explain to you basically the solar system in a nutshell, because I just love astronomy and I wanted to teach you guys this. So basically, this is the sun. Basically, the sun is a yellow dwarf. Basically means that it glows yellow. It produces its own light, which is the definition of a star. Fun fact, the star is right now literally 5 billion years old, and it only has 5 billion years later. What happens to the 5 billion years later? Well, it grows, becoming a red giant, but in the end, eats all the planets. You might know what is a planet. A planet is a round object that orbits a star. It has to be round, orbits our star, the sun, and there is nothing in the way of their orbits. Next comes small Mercury. It is the fastest planet. A year there is 88 days. It spins really slow, which is why one side is really hot while the other side freezing cold. Also, it's shrinking and has no moons. Now, this is Venus. This is the second planet. It almost looks exactly like Earth, but it has no moons, and it also spins very slowly too. However, there are special effects and called the greenhouse gases that traps heat. That traps heat. And fun fact, this is actually Venus, like a yellow cloud. Anyways, this is Earth. Earth is the only planet that's able to have life. It's where we live. And fun fact, long ago there was a chance that another planet named Theia crashed into us. That's how it formed right now. The Earth and our moon. I didn't include the moon because but the moon is basically an object that orbits another object that isn't a star. Next comes Mars. Mars is usually called the red planet. We will go to Mars really soon. But there are two very small planets, small moons, that are Phobos and Deimos. One of them will crash into Mars, which causes Mars to make rings. But don't worry, just wait for a few million years. Then comes Jupiter, the biggest planet of the solar system. It is also the first to be formed, and it protects us due to gravity it has a gigantic red storm. It may last forever, but in a few, centuries or so, it will disappear. Jupiter right now has 115 moons, and actually also has rings. I just didn't show them, but Then comes Saturn. Saturn is the most noticeable ones to have rings. It is a gas giant like Jupiter, with lots of gas. Basically, Saturn has 294 moons by the time this video was uploaded. Where a few of its moons, actually a few of Jupiter and Saturn's moons, might have life. Because wherever there is water, there might be life. Followed by next, Uranus. It's not pronounced Uranus, it's pronounced Uranus. Uranus has 29 moons by the time this video was uploaded. It and Neptune are called ice giants, and they also have rings, which means that they are really cold. Since they're so cold, they actually rain diamonds. And Uranus spins on its side and has the coldest temperatures. Look, I made a mistake right there. Lol. Then followed by Neptune. Neptune is the windiest planet. It is so windy that the winds basically last forever. Neptune has 16 moons by the time watching this, and one moon named Triton got kidnapped because of Neptune's gravity. It was once a dwarf planet. And actually, fun fact, it looks a lot like Uranus. Oops, wrong one. This is what Neptune is supposed to look like. See? They look almost exactly the same. Wait a second. Oh no, accidentally shrink it. Well, Uranus and Neptune actually look the same as well, and their size is also the same, just to tell you. Then comes the dwarf planets. There are only 6 confirmed, being Pluto, Eris, Haumea, Makemake, Ceres, and Quaoar. There are candidates, with the most famous one being Sedna, Gong, and Orcus. Ceres is the only, dwarf planet that's in the asteroid belt, but it's fine. And in order to become a planet, you must orbit the sun, be sphere, and no stuff in your orbit. However, though they failed on it, so yeah. And also Pluto, after being reconsidered as a dwarf planet because Eris was there, so yeah. And yeah, that's basically the end of the video. Oops, I forgot the Oort cloud. The Oort cloud is basically the barrier, where anything outside is, not ours. And that's it. Goodbye.